All right, we're back. So let's go ahead and get started with the automated part of this data ingestion. So if you haven't already, go back and check out the first video to understand what this board actually is. But brief overcap, we're going to go ahead and pull the latest video from YouTube. We're going to get the latest video, and then we're going to go ahead and access the link to dump the transcript text into a file, and then we're going to copy that file to AWS 3. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and look at the portion of getting the bot to pull from the RSS feed and see what that looks like. So first, we want to go ahead and bring up our terminal. And if you haven't installed Python, I recommend, this isn't the course for that. Maybe I'll make one in the future, but we're going to go ahead and use Python here and a package called feed parser. So let's go ahead and navigate to a directory. So we're going to go ahead and make a directory, RSS automation. We're going to cd into RSS automation, and we're going to open up our code editor. All right, so we're in our code editor. We're just going to call this something like YouTube ingest. And if you haven't already, we're going to go ahead and pip install feed parser. Awesome. So let's go ahead and import that here. Import feed parser. And if you recall, we had our URL, so we're going to set a variable for the URL. Remember, we went and collected that in the last video. And this can be for, here, let me copy the URL for whatever reason. Okay. All right, we got our URL here. And we're going to say feed, and we want to go ahead and parse this URL for the actual XML feed. So we're going to say feed parser dot parse, and we're going to go ahead and use the URL there. And let's go ahead and just print out the feed here and see what we get. So we're going to go Python 3 YouTube ingest.py. Okay, so we get all of this gobbledygook. So you can see here we have something called entries. And just for reference, if you actually go to, let's go ahead and navigate to feed parser. And I'm sure in this documentation, let's go to the docs here, you can get a good idea of the basic features. So parsing a feed from remote URL, and you can see it shows you have different keys. So you have feed and you have title of that feed. And so you can go ahead and use that. So let's go ahead and check that out real quick. Let's go print.feed. Awesome. So now inside of this feed, looks like we have some links. So let's go ahead, feed, and let's go links. And it looks like we have a link somewhere. These might be all the links to the recent videos. Okay, so this is back to something else. Not sure what that is. So we have that. We have a good idea of that, but we also want the entries. So we saw in the actual code here that you actually have some entries. And so if we scroll up just a bit, we have this entries field here, and it's a list of stuff. So let's go ahead and access that. So we'll go feed.entries, and let's see what we get. Awesome. So we got a bunch of entries, and inside this entry we have an ID, we have a guy's link, you have a link here to the video, looks like, So this is what we want, title. And then maybe we want the date too. So we can check against that when we run our bot automated to make sure that this is a new video. So that means we need to be able to track what the previous videos that we have are and the timestamp of those videos. So we see here there's a published. So maybe we can go ahead and get that. So let's go ahead and let's say entries at 0, and we'll go dot title, and let's go ahead and print something else here, and let's say publish. Awesome. Okay, so there we go. So we have the title of our first entry, and then we have, of course, the time it was published. Looks like 9/12 was the publish date for this particular video. So let's go ahead and loop through all of these entries. So we can say for entry in feed.entries, right? And let's go print entry.title, and we're gonna print, let's go entry.link, and let's go entry.published. And let's go ahead and print a new line here as well, just for some simple formatting. Let's print 2 new lines. Awesome, and let's go. Great. So you can see here we got trade ideas 9/11, we got the link, and we should be able to click that link and go to this particular video. Awesome. So now that we have the link to the particular videos, we can start actually reading the transcripts from that particular link, and then we can dump it into S3 bucket. So go ahead and join me in the next video to go ahead and dump those transcripts into files, and then we'll create a separate video to go ahead and copy those to S3. Go ahead and leave your feedback. Hit me with that thumbs up. Let me know what you think. If you learned something, that's great. If not, hey, that's just what it is. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.